So gynoecium is what? Female reproductive part. Alright. Gynoecium consists of single pistil called as monocarpillary, okay, or more than one pistil, polycarpillary. So gynoecium single pistil hai, right? If the female reproductive system, if the flower is having only one pistil, that flower is called as monocarpillary. If the flower has more than one carpel, pistil all same, called as polycarpillary, which have fused syncarpus and free apocarpus. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ, ऐसे समझो. See, pistil is what? Female reproductive part of flower. अगर किसी flower में, if a flower has only one pistil, that flower called as monocarpillary. If a flower has more than one pistil, flower called as polycarpillary. अगर ये सारे pistil एक दूसरे में fused हैं, ठीक है, चिपके हुए, fused है, एकदम आपस में मिले हुए हैं, ठीक है, like suppose you have and like this stigma style, लेकिन ये fused है, called as syncarpus. If they all are separated, free, okay, what they called? They called as a apocarpus. Okay. So multicarpillary and syncarpus pistil, example you will get in papaver. Okay. So in case of papaver, you have a multicarpillary, more than one pistil, and a syncarpus situation. Multicarpillary and apocarpus pistil you will get in mycalia. Okay, mycelia or mycalia, whatever you want to pronounce. So see, like if you are appearing in NEET exam, then also it is important, directly they will ask you the example. In your board exam, might be you will get MCQs, but yes, if the question comes and you write the example, it will be very effective. Each pistil has three parts: the stigma, style and ovary. So each pistil has how many parts? Three parts: style and ovary. See here, this is the first part, stigma, second part style, and the third part ovary. Stigma, this upper portion, this portion is called stigma. The surface of stigma is sticky. Sticky means चिपचिपा होता है. Okay. Style is what? Stigma, style is what? Tube-like structure, connect stigma and ovary, as well as it also helps the pollen tube to reach to the ovary. Okay. Each pistil has then ovary, within the ovary you have a ovule. Okay, so one by one we will see all the structure. Now stigma is sticky. What is the purpose of its stickiness? The purpose is, see, if the stigma is sticky, then only the pollen grain, attaches to the surface of a stigma. Okay, so for the attachment of pollen grain to the surface of a stigma, the surfaces must be sticky. So that's why stigma is a sticky surface. Just try to remember this. Now let us understand the megasporangium, that is ovule. In case of male gametophyte, microsporangium, in case of there in the anther, right, within the anther you have microsporangium. Within the microsporangium you have microspore formation. Microspore कहाँ बना था? Pollen. Microspore is ultimately developed, mature into pollen grain, na? And where you will get the formation of microspore? Within the microsporangium. So similarly here also you have megasporangium. And what is this megasporangium is? Ovule. Ovule is considered as a megasporangium basically, and this ovule present in ovary. So within the ovary you have megasporangium, within the anther you have microsporangium, ovary के अंदर आपको मिलेगा megasporangium, okay, which is also known as what? Ovule. Ovule is a small structure attached to placenta, okay. So now ovary, see, if this is the structure, stigma, style and ovary, okay. Now within the ovary you have ovule. So this ovule attached to the ovary, this is what? Ovule. Ovule attached with the ovary through placenta. Now understood? अभी ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन में भी आप पढ़ेंगे प्लेसेंटा. Similarly here also you have a ovule attached with the ovary through placenta. Funicle, stalk by which ovule is attached to placenta. Now see, this is the funicle, okay. So now suppose here you have a placenta. To this placenta the funicle is there, okay. This is the funicle here which attached to the placenta. तो ovule से क्या निकल के आया? Funicle. Ovary से placenta. So the ovule attached to the placenta via funicle. Understood? Ovule funicle के through placenta से attach होता है and placenta attaches the ovary. Hilum, junction between ovule and funicle. What is hilum? This is the junction between ovule and the funicle. Now suppose this is the ovule, this is the funicle. So the junction between the ovule and the funicle is called as hilum. What is integument? Integument is the protective envelope. Two types of integuments are there. What are there? Inner and the outer. See, this one is the outer, this one is the outer integument and this is the inner integument. So you have two integument which provide protection. See what we are discussing, this is the structure of ovule. So in your exam you will get a question, what are the structure of ovule, okay. So it has outer and the inner integument. Micropyle. What is micropyle, guys? Micropyle is what? It is the opening. Micropyle is what? The opening through which the pollen tube enters within the ovule. तो ऐसे समझिए कि micropyle ना एक गेट है जिसके थ्रू ovule pollen tube enters within the ovule, okay. So micropyle, small opening at the tip of ovule where pollen tube enters. तो ovule का यहाँ पे एक tip होता है, right, through which the pollen tube enters. That opening is called micropyle. Chalaza is the basal part of ovule. So this is the chalaza and this is the basal part. See, always the micropyle and the chalaza are opposite to each other. ठीक है, हमेशा chalaza opening है और chalaza, micropyle is the opening, chalaza is the end one. So both are opposite to each other. Nucellus, mass of cells enclosed integument, has abundant food reserve. And what is this nucellus? This hole is what? These are the nucellus. So these nucellus are what? These are the mass of cells which is enclosed within the integument. तो integument के अंदर nucellus होता है which has a abundant food reserve to provide embryo. ठीक है, embryo को provide करने के लिए food reserves you have in the nucellus. So these are the structure of the, and within them you have a embryo sac. So this is the structure of your ovule.